Welcome to the AFT Construction Channel. Today we're going to be speaking about your role as CEO or owner of your business. How do you delegate? How do you empower those who work for you? So one of the questions often asked, especially as you're starting to build a company, a lot of people ask right time to hire, which we can address in a following video. That's one of the questions that people have asked. Another one is, how do you effectively delegate, right? Especially as your company grows, how do you become a true, CEO in that role? And for those of you that listen to the podcast, shameless plug there, the AFT Construction Podcast, about a year and a half ago, I had a guest on and we were speaking about that importance of thinking about how the CEO and how you run your company. And essentially the guest that I had on had mentioned that if someone could perform that work at 60% of your capability, you should hire them and essentially delegate that role. And the reality is most CEOs that are really successful are visionaries, right? They understand the vision of the company, the brand, they're working on business development, on structure, on organization. And then you also have to have someone who's implementing, right? So you have someone who's the visionary and then someone who's the implementer. Someone that comes in, and something that I found with our team, a lot of people have asked, well, Brad, you have like these amazing people that work at AFT. And the reality is we do. Like, I'm super fortunate to be surrounded by some incredible talent, some amazing PMs, superintendents, directors, legal and accounting and project coordinators. All of them work cohesively and they all believe in what we're doing as a company. And the reality is they're super motivated, right? These are partners, team members that care about their job, they care about their role, they care about making, putting in that effort into the company. And the biggest thing for me is, I know a friend of mine, Jesse Fitton-Smith, had mentioned, who actually does our video, he had mentioned that there's a book called CEOs Are Lazy, right? That essentially, I'm not saying the CEOs are lazy, but along that line that you have to have people that actually perform better than you at those roles. And what I've always found is that I've always wanted to attract incredible talent and not be intimidated that the talent that I'm bringing in, if they have more knowledge than me, that they're smarter than me, they're better at systems than me, whatever it is, you want to surround yourself with great people. And I can say, case in point, we have a couple employees, for example, Ben, Spencer, who do a lot of our implementation, Adam, who runs our field, and all of them in their own ways have a lot more knowledge than maybe I do when it comes to Bluebeam, for example, the software we're using. Spencer and his implementation of Bluebeam, I sit there and watch him work through that software, has incredible knowledge, and he's really been big on information and data control and document control and how we organize all the systems internally at AFT. It's huge, right? We've had meetings with other designers and architects about how we do our document control, because the projects we're doing like here, such as this one, are so complex you have to have a really tight organization. And Spencer's implemented that from the experience he has. Again, it's not intimidating for me to have somebody that has this expert level with the software that can now set the systems in line. Ben, who is out in Kansas City running hundreds of homes a year, right, has this knowledge of systems and organization and scheduling, brings that knowledge in. And again, for me, as the CEO, or think of it like the coach of the company, you want to bring in talent. You bring in talent, you get them in the right seat on the bus, and you're going to be real successful as a company. And again, there's a lot of cohesion that happens with that, right? Having the right personalities that ideally don't have a ton of ego, that care about each other, that care about the company culture, and all those things start to build over time to where now you can go seek those projects. A lot of people have asked, which we'll talk about in another video, what do you do first? Do you have to get that big project before you hire, or do you hire first? We'll address that in another video, but going back to the CEO role, just understand that hire people that can perform your job, that will allow you to focus on other aspects that are really important to the company. And in addition to that, hire people that are better than you in certain tasks. Delegate, empower them, give them those roles, let them enhance the systems of the company, and then from there, build it, and you'll have an incredible company and incredible team.